having the unforgetfulness nature, function is the function of observing power. So asammosa, you never forget it, you never miss it. All the time you get the object in the same degree. Although the object may change, but your noting doesn't change if you possess the observing power or the mindfulness. And that is the function of observing power. And in the noting each and every object, beginning from the primary object as rising and falling, the object and the noting mind should have direct connection. If you have direct connection with the rising object, then you will get the rising object clearly. So the observing power should be there, face to face with the object. And the object should be hand in hand. If you could have that mental power, that mental strength, you never miss the rising object. You never miss the falling object. You never miss the uplifting, moving and placing. Because you are seeing the object directly. The connection is close to you. And you are facing the object directly. So in that way, when you have that force of mind, then there will be the manifestation of mindfulness, observing power, as having face-to-face connection with the object or direct connection with the object. So therefore Sayadaw says, Visaya abhimukhi bhava pachupatthana. The observing power has got the manifestation to face the object directly, connect with the object directly, and to get the object face to face.
Arega Pijupathana Sala, now this is the Yava. Arega Pijupathana Sala. Now it's a Nigorana Pijudarupa. Seiko Akako Vita, the social through Moya, Lujin Memohu, Amisana the Moya, Yamu, Yavana Nigorana Moya. Your Yaki, Tinamida Nigorana Moya. Can we move on another moon out? At really, Chorvina, you want on the hour, we give it another moon out. You are that with it. She automatically knew with all that the other. You know, I will let you be take that money, so she see that you go 36 feet. Kamicana aside the Nicolana, the new when who are me, the army, who are judging the judging the Kamicana near moon at Yavana, Nicolana side, when I see that. Amun, Magurone. It's a year ago, we beat her. Every the tea, say cookie dama, and you were not the Yarima. Car will be chain the K. Caesar at the level, all or the foot and other. The tea looked on the Buddha who were as he times he says, Kitty that he went it, no said he doing that. The dinner does it at all. That is long choney is where I was. Not at all. I'm car will reach you, long choney is that I read. There are 17 years, you can continue about it.
If you have these aspects fully followed in your practice, using the mental force as the observing power, then try to see yourself whether there could arise any defilements or not. Your mind is falling into the object deep in it, and you are trying to get the object without missing them, and you are trying to get the object face to face. You are approaching directly with the object. Try to see, could there arise any defilement as the hindrance of your practice? If you don't have that power, then very easy to arise. You want to see something, you want to hear something, you want to smell something, you want to taste something, you want to touch something, and you want to think something. All sorts of desires, sensuous pleasures spring up in your mind immediately. But when you are really using the observing power or the mindfulness in your practice, no defilement could arise as the sensuous desire, as the ill will, or sloth and torpor also couldn't arise. There won't be any weakness of mind, there won't be any laziness, there won't be any drowsiness, there won't be any sleepiness. So you are free from all sorts of defilements. Not only that, at the time your mind stands still, firm and strong enough to stay in that particular object without wandering it. And you don't have any kind of remorse at that time, which is also another cause to drive away your mind. And during that moment you are seeing clearly the object as rising or falling or lifting or placing or moving. So and there won't be any kind of doubt in your mind. So in this way all those hindrances are away from your mind. So your mind is well protected by the observing power. Therefore, the another manifestation of observing power is to protect you from defilements or hindrances.
Pian Pi, Matuari Lacanasi, Mapiama Pibu, so the Masaitan is a lady, soon a cycle at Kajan. And that's Maria Lacanani, Paula. To the cycle at Kajan is a Lucy. The tea Kajan is a low. The dinner, she enjoyed the pit, said the Maria ရှုမိရာအာယုန်တစ်ခုတည်းမှာခါတဲ့တော့မှစူးစီးပြလိုက်သာကြတာနာသံပိတနာရဆောတာသာကြတာနာအတူတကောဖြစ်တဲ့စိတ်တရားတို့ကိုသံပိတနာရဆောရှုမိရာဖောင်းအာယုန်ပိမှုအာယုန်တစ်ချိန်ရအပေါ်မှာပေါ့စူးစီးပေးခြင်းကိစ္စရှိတယ်စူးစီးပြလိုက်စူးစီးပြကြည့်လိုက်တော့စိတ်ကလေးဟာတဏှာထဲမှာလည်းဒါစီယုံပေးလိုက်တာပဲအဲလိုစီယုံပေးမိပြီဆိုရင်အာယုန်ကူရမှာစိုက်ကြပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်စုရက်ဆိုတာပေါ့စိတ်ကလေးဟာကိုထားရအာယုန်ထဲမှာစုရက်တဲ့တော့ငြိမ်ပြီးကြတော့အဲ့ဒီအချင်းရာလေးလည်းပေါ်လာတာပဲအဲ့ဒါဘုဝသမပစ္စုပ္ပထာလို့ဆိုတာပဲငြိမ်ပြီးကြသွားတယ်အချင်းရာလေးပေါ်လာတယ်အဲ့ဒီသမာဓိရဲ့လက္ခဏာသမာဓိရဲ့ရသနဲ့သမာဓိရဲ့ပစ္စုပ္ပထာလို့ဒါလေးသင်ချတာအဲ့ဒီကမျိုးမှာသမာဓိအားဖြစ်ပါပြီ
While you are noting in that way, using the forceful mental powers to get each and every object clearly, your mind doesn't wander anymore. Your mind sticks with the object. There won't be any kind of flickering and fluttering nature of your mind. So it stays on the object. Without having any kind of looseness in it. So when your mind stay in that way in one particular object, sticking with it, that is the characteristic of concentration. When concentration will be there, your mind sticks with the object. It stays without having any movement, any fluttering nature on it. So there are some kind of getting together force. When concentration will be there, all the associated mental factors also act in the same way. The concentration doesn't give any other associating object to run away from the object. So the concentration is there to get together all the associating of the mental factors together. Therefore, the function of concentration is having the well-organized force to place all the mental factors in one aspect. That is why Sayadaw says it is the function of concentration as sampindana, getting together, we're organizing to put all things together. And when that type of organization will be there, what will happen to your mind? Oh, your mind becomes calm and quiet. And that calm and quietness is the manifestation of concentration. When you have concentration, so your mind stay in peaceful state. So in that way, through possessing these three mental forces, so your mind stay with the object, and you have to try to develop those mental forces again and again, each and every moment. That is why it is called concentration. And to have that type of concentration, there isn't any way to put any additional thing. So that is why Sayadaw is forcefully trying to explain that during the process of development of concentration, the yogi shouldn't add any kind of additional thoughts.
ကျုပ်ကတော့ပေါ်တဲ့အာယုံကိုလွတ်တမ်းမှတ်နိုင်ဖို့ရာရှုခွင့်စီရောက်အောင်လို့တွန်းပို့ပြီးတဲ့ဝိရိယကကိလေသာလက်မခံဘူးဒီကုရဏတရားတွေကလက်မခံဘူးဆွေးဆွေးမြဲရှုမိတဲ့စတိကတော့စိတ်စဉ်ကိလေသာဘုံရအောင်လို့အကာအကွယ်ပေးတယ်ဆွေးမြဲဆိုရှုမိရအောင်မှာစူးစိုက်ပြီးတော့မပြတ်မလွယ်မဲနေပါဘူးအဲဒီကပြတ်လွယ်မသွားတဲ့သမာဓိကတော့ရှုမှတ်တဲ့စိတ်အာယုတစ်ခုနဲ့မှာပဲသူကစီယုပြီးတဲ့စီပြီးတယ်ဝိရိယကကိလေသာကိုလက်မခံဘူးတတိယကိလေသာကာကွယ်ပေးတယ်သမာဓိကလုံခြုံမှုရှိအောင်ဆိုပြီးတော့ညီတဲ့မှုရှိအောင်ဆိုပြီးတော့ရှုရှိပေးတယ်အဲဒီလိုဝိရိယစတိသမာဓိစိတ်ဆွမ်းအားတွေအားပြည့်လာတဲ့ခါကျမှပညာဖြစ်တာဆိုတာကိုကောင်းလာတယ်ပါအဲ့ဒီပညာကြီးဖြစ်ရေးအတွက်ဝိရိယစတိသမာဓိခေါ်တဲ့သမာဓိခန္ဓာပေါ်ပညာရဲ့အနည်းဆုံးအကြောင်းစိတ်ဆွမ်းရင်ဒီအကောင်းလို့အကောင်းလာမှာပညာဟာလည်းလို့ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီလိုအချိန်မကြခင်ရှိဥစွာဘယ်လောက်ပဲညှစ်ထုတ်ပြီးတော့တွေးခေါ်ဘယ်တော့မှဒီအမှန်တရားကိုသိတော့ပြင်မကျူးတဲ့နတ်ပါပဲအချိန်နဲ့ကုန်တော့မှာပါမှဖြစ်မှာမဟုတ်
Sayadaw says, through the development of these three mental factors or mental forces as the concentration group, at that time you can see the force of those mental forces. When there will be directing or pushing forward power as the effort, that effort never accepts the defilement. So it prevents at first not to enter the defilement in your mind. So not accepting power is possessed by the effort. And there is the observing power which protects your mind not to arise any kind of defilement. So one prevents the defilement, another protects the mind not to arise any defilement, and when there won't be no defilement, what happened? Well, security will be there, and the force of security could be shown by the concentration. So your mind, when your mind well concentrated, so you get the security. So prevention, protection and security, these are the forces of concentration groups. So through those concentration powers, only the development of mind will be there. If not, the development of mind couldn't be arise. If there won't be the well-developed mental state, never arises the knowing or the understanding or the wisdom. Before that, if you try forcefully create something, adding the thoughts, that would be just to give you lot of trouble, not to gain anything from it. You cannot gain anything as real understanding to have wisdom. So Sayadaw says, thus you will get the fatigueness in your practice.
ကျင်းတော့ဘာလို့ဒီလိုလဲဆိုတော့လောက်လိုက်တော့ဆိုတော့
As Sayadaw says, the time is over today. See, he will try to explain furthermore in coming days.